Hi, I'm Melissa Gonzalez of RS Pop-Up Shop in Midtown Manhattan, and today I'm down in Tribeca to introduce you to Susan Su, the woman behind the Freedom and Hope collection. Dare to live your dream is what she lives by. Let's check her out. So this is a great open space in Tribeca, lots of light, a good area for you to work. How did you end up in New York City?
Well, it's been about 10 years, and I first came over for fashion.
Okay.
I grew up in California, and I always wanted to be a fashion designer. So that was my dream since I was like 7 years old. And I decided to pack up my bags and left my career behind. I left my family behind. I left everything and moved to New York with 2 bags. This is the place to be.
Yeah.
If you want to make it, you have to make it in New York.
You started with dresses, and how did you end up finding jewelry?
So what happened was, when I came to New York, I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to FIT. That's the only thing that was driving me to come to New York, and I went to school. So I decided that clothing was what I thought I always wanted to do, but actually what happened was I got engaged. Here's my ring, but what happened was my fiance told me to design my own ring. When I started that whole process, I loved it. So I fell in love with jewelry. I start with draping. So when I think about how the design is going to be put on you, for example, earrings, I think about how it's going to fall on the body, how it's going to move. And if you look at my earrings, what I wanted to show was movement. So if you move, they flutter.
Okay. So they look like wings.
Yes.
Which signifies the freedom and hope in the collection, right?
So the inspiration came from wings, and I wanted them to move because wings move. So that's why it's architectural and sculptural, and that's how I begin the process.
It's nice to make a statement with your jewelry.
Right,
and these are bold and they're beautiful, and so they can be intimidating. Like, I'm going to put them on and they're going to drag my ear down, but they're great. They're light. I don't feel like I have them on at all.
So my inspiration for Freedom and Hope came to me because I had let go of my dream. When I first came to New York, I was very gung-ho, and I thought I could do it. I thought I could do anything. And I tried, and it was so difficult. And then one day I gave up. I thought it was impossible. So I got a day job, and I thought that that was it, that I was going to continue on that path, and I was okay. And maybe I settled. But last year I decided that I didn't want to settle anymore. This is what I always wanted to do, and I decided that I was going to try it out. And if I think about what held me back and why it was so difficult, I didn't understand this, but it was basically fear. I was afraid. I was afraid of so many different things, and I think that's what keeps us from following our dreams. And so when I started to think about what I want to say with this collection, that's where the inspiration came from. And I want to say, dare to live your dream. So what I love about jewelry is that it's permanent. The thing about fashion that always got to me was it's sometimes disposable. And with jewelry, especially fine jewelry, it can be handed down from generation to generation. And it's a piece that actually symbolizes something. When you first get that piece of jewelry, for example, from like a fiance or from a boyfriend, it's like a song. It's like you remember it, and you don't forget that first time you got that ring or that necklace that somebody special gave you. So I like the fact that it doesn't go away.